Okay. Welcome, everybody. Our chairman can't make it today, so I'll chair the meeting. Welcome to the December 21st, 2021 meeting of the Town of Southampton's Architecture Review Board. Due to the ongoing COVID pandemic, in accordance with Chapter 417 of the laws of 2021, until January 15th, 2022, all of the board's meetings are expected to be held remotely via video conferencing. So we ask the public to continually check the town's website for updates and new information. As a reminder, applicants, agents, members of the public who speak at this meeting should state their name and address for the record before they begin their discussion. The link to participate in this meeting via Zoom can be found on the town's website at the town clerk's meeting portal. If you do not wish to speak at the meeting via Zoom, but you would like to submit comments for the public record, the link to submit those comments can also be found at the town's website. Mr. Secretary, would
Yes,
you
Mr.
lead
Rowe.
us in the pledge?
My pleasure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Jankowski.
My pleasure.
Would you also do the roll call for us, please?
Yes, looks like Mr. Burke,
Here.
Ms. Keys,
Yes.
and Mr. Rumpf is here, and myself. So we do have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. I was not available to attend the meeting, the last meeting on the 7th, but did the board members review the minutes of that December 7th meeting? And if so, were there any errors or omissions anybody saw?
Motion to accept is written.
Or is there a
I will
second?
second that.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is there any other business that you anybody want to bring before the board before we get to the agenda?
No.
First item on the agenda, I guess, was held over from the last meeting. Anthony Toscano. Matt, are you the planner for that?
I am. I can share my screen. I'll give you guys a little brief overview of what
Great,
it's for.
thank you.
And then we'll go in here. So it's for a special trade contractor use up on Spionk Riverhead Road, if you guys are familiar where that is. About a 70,000 square foot parcel. This is the Ed Brody site, if you're familiar, and I believe this is West Hampton Glass.
Mhm.
And I do have a site plan, so it's for 6 2,000 square foot units. Like I said, special trade contractor. It'll be screened from the road. We do have some black and white elevations, but I have a color sample, a material sample as well. So it's a Morton building, as you can see. The planning board's already seen this for secret. I know it's pretty sparse, so they are asking as part of their secret review for some kind of stone banding around the bottom just to dress it up a little bit, maybe a cupola and some shutters. So that's basically what it's going to look like. And then in terms of materials, the siding is going to be this charcoal gray,
Mhm.
and the roof is the galvanized. Anybody have any questions?
Well, I mean, this is Remsenburg, so this is my area. So you've already asked for, like you said, the stone banding.
Yeah.
And a cupola, probably.
Yep.
It sits off the road. Obviously, it's an industrial spot that's there. Brick buildings are just before it. And then you got Bob's Building Architectural Glass. That one looks really good. So I see why you're asking for just a little bit more of a dress
A
up.
little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, I got it, because otherwise, yeah, you can see where we were transitioning. I'm okay with the two of those things.
Anybody else have any other comments? Matt, what is the vegetation between the proposed building and the road?
In the road, it's pretty good. They are going to supplement it. They're going to have to make it a little bit wider, I think, for the curve so they can see. I do have but this is all pretty naturally vegetated here.
Okay.
Supplement in here. Let me pull up the aerial so you can
All
see.
right.
You see on the aerial now,
Yeah, okay,
we've got some good stuff in here. And they're gonna
Great.
retain most of that.
okay.
Anybody else?
What's, shall we, does everybody agree with the lead for the area in terms of what Matt's asking for? Anything else that anybody has to offer?
Nope, I agree.
Okay.
I
So
also,
we'll send our comments to the planning board and we'll move forward.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Enjoy.
Christmas.
You too.
The second item on the agenda is a residence, and I guess it's in the chairman's area. I haven't seen anything or any of the plans. Have any of you been able to see them?
I have someone coming in.
Oh, you do? Okay, great.
You gotta put your video. Okay.
Hello, I'm just waiting for John Grew from Choral Brothers.
Okay.
I'm
He's coming.
Evelyn Grew, or sorry, Evelyn Richardson.
He's
And what
coming.
is your relationship to the project, Evelyn?
So I'm helping out with the design. I'm an in-house design consultant at Choral Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm John Grew with Choral Brothers, 54 North Main Street, Southampton.
Welcome, John. Do you have, I don't believe any of our board members have seen the plans or a site plan. So if you could kind of go and walk us through the presentation of the proposed building.
You got it. Share screen. So the site plan is here. This was the existing dwelling, which has been taken down. We're pushing the
where's
structure.
the existing dwelling?
I
I'm
think
sorry.
you have to enlarge the survey.
Oh. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? Is that better?
No.
Hold
You
on.
wanna go back out
Help me.
and then share again. But when you share again, you need to pick the right picture.
Screen, yeah.
Can you just share my whole desktop?
No, you don't want to do that. What you want to do is we're gonna stop sharing just 1 minute. Hold on, guys.
Not a problem.
Time, no worries.
Where's the picture? It's the folders on my
On your desktop?
yeah. That's 929 Ocean Road.
Over here.
But I want the whole. I want them to see the
Yeah.
whole folder.
We want to open this up. This is it here.
I know, but what if I want to show them something else?
We'll have to flip to the next page.
Okay.
So, and then-
Sorry, we usually use Microsoft Teams.
It's okay. That's no worries. No worries.
Share screen. And we're gonna share that.
Okay.
And then same thing, open up the next one and then call it good to go.
Thanks.
That's
can I
perfect.
Okay. So, the existing dwelling was here. See the outline.
Yeah.
Yep. So the proposed will be, roughly 25, 30 feet past that point. And the driveway will move to the, we'll have a south and north entrance, and we'll do away with the existing driveway and gate. Landscaping will pretty much stay the same, privet hedge in the front. The owner wanted to keep a lot of the trees on the property, as many as we could, so all the oaks will remain in the front of the property here. And it's going to be a 2-story dwelling with a detached accessory structure. There'll be a pool house. And the tennis court in the back, which we're most likely not going to do this phase, but we wanted to get that squared away anyway. And as far as the materials go,
Yeah, the elevations and the materials would be next, I think. John, thanks.
nice. Nick, I screwed it up again. Can you?
What's wrong?
Want to show this, right?
There you go.
I liked my way better. So we're going to do a stucco exterior, taper sawn cedar roof, Marvin Ultimate clad windows with a Hampton Sage green exterior trim. This is the front elevation. Again, boxwoods, privets, natural, typical Hamptons style plantings. Now let's see if I can figure out how to change the screen. And what?
We also have a list of existing plantings that were on site that the landscape architect is going to keep, which we can provide if anyone needs it.
You want to pull that up next, or do you want to? We have a 3D rendering as well that Evelyn prepared.
Haven't do it yet.
Oh, I haven't.
Okay, what's the next one?
The 3D rendering. No, here. Up. Yeah. So this is the rear of the property. Evelyn, what's the material on the patios and walkways?
He's probably going to do Turkish marble. I think that was one item that he was looking at.
Okay. So lead coated copper roof over the breezeway. And again, the Marvin Ultimate casement windows with the sage green exterior. The stucco is going to be a masonry stucco, and the color is dove white, right, Evelyn?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Any board members? Ms. Keys, do you have any comments?
How large is this house? Because I'm not seeing enough images of it. I mean, does it take up, what is the acreage of the space?
The lot size is 2 acres.
So how big is this, how many square feet is this building?
So the main house, the total is 7,872 square feet. That's just the main house for
And
first
the-
and second floor. And then finished basement, I think, is 3,783 square feet.
And the part in the breezeway, on the other side of the breezeway, the pool house there?
Oh, that is, I believe, 1,134 or 35 square feet.
And you only have hedging in the front?
He actually, I think, has a whole like landscape idea that we had an image of where he wants to, I think, incorporate a fence at some point and then do landscaping in front of it. I think there was a house that he was referring to visually from Bridgehampton.
I just looked online at this space and it's very close to its neighbors, and being that it's so oversized, my only suggestion is that it is completely screened. Like
Okay.
completely around, because it takes up, it's an enormous piece for the lot size.
Right.
The south property line is heavily vegetated. I have some images of it.
Yeah, and the landscape architect saved a lot of the existing mature landscaping to
That's
incorporate
fantastic.
back in.
But I mean specifically screening.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
I'll send, let me share this.
John, Stu, and Jack, Joe, and Mr. Burke, any comments?
So this is the existing screening on the south side of the property, which we're not going to touch. You can see all of these are the plantings that we've saved to repurpose. And then Evelyn, the field in between, because they used to own all three of the lots, this one, the field, and then the property behind it. They just sold that property. So the old driveway, the old flag lot driveway will no longer be in use. And so that side of the driveway obviously will screen in. And then the rear of the property will be privet hedge and cryptomerias and green giants.
So what you're saying is that you will screen in the entire property?
Yes, yeah. I mean, on this side, we're not gonna, we'll might
You
do.
already have it.
We already have it. And if you see over here, that's the edge of their property line. And on the other side of that is the driveway for the property in the rear. And then after that is their neighbor who has additional screening of their own. So
I don't know, I'm not understanding. I'm talking about like the entire envelope being screened. Is
In the
that
back.
possible?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a field in the behind this. Evelyn, do they own that field? They do, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah. So that is rented out to a farmer, and they have no plans to develop it. They're just gonna, they want to leave it as a field. And then behind that is their old home, which has screening in front of it. So there's a good 3 acres in between their property line and the now new owner's property line. So it would just be on the south and north, which we have. The south is already screened, and the north, there's the neighbors screening a driveway, and then we'll be adding additional screening to our property.
I'm still not getting it. I'm so sorry. Are you saying that, yes, you are screening
Yes.
the
Yes.
entire property?
Julia Hubbard is the landscape architect that we're working with. So I can definitely make sure she gets notes on that.
Okay,
I think we would want to see the full landscape plan though, right? I mean,
exactly.
She doesn't have one as of yet, but she has a list of proposed plantings that she's going to be using.
Maybe
And I
we should-
believe we had an image, Johnny, of the front design that we wanted to do.
You want to share your screen? So
Let me figure out where it is.
So just just to summarize, the clients own property to the east of them that looks out over a field. So
Yes.
that will not be screened because they want to look at that field, correct?
right, and then the property behind that was their former residence.
Okay.
It's all is very, very much screened in.
Right, so the landscape architect's proposing to screen the flag lot, the access to the flag lot on this north,
Right.
You already have sufficient screening on the south, and you have a hedge and screening in the along Ocean Road.
Correct.
Okay. Any other comments, Ms. Keys?
I would like to see the landscape plan before approval.
Okay. Mr. Burke, anything more?
Nothing further.
Mr. Jankowski?
I'm under the same understanding that you just said. So I configured the north, south, and then the Ocean Road one.
Mhm.
So I'm on board with what you just said.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of agree. I'd like to see some kind of a conceptual landscape plan that might, I don't think we need to see the interior, but I think we're mostly charged with what it looks like or screening it from the neighbors if it's close or whatever that is. We're not really interested in what's going on inside so much. It's more the visual impact to the neighborhood. So that's what we'd like to see if we can.
I mean, I have images of the existing privet hedge in the front, which is going to remain. You know,
Now, is that going to be augmented, do you think, by evergreens, various evergreens, or become more of a hedgerow, or is it going to stay
Yeah,
just specifically a hedge?
no, that there'll be the other than the driveway cuts, obviously, we'll have our gates, fence, and then again, cryptomeria and green giants.
Well, I think what the board is asking is if we could see that on a planting plan or a landscape plan from your landscape architect, the board would be much
I mean,
more confident about what the screening will be.
and will that need to go before another meeting, or we'll have to wait for another
No, as
meeting?
long as you get that plan into us.
Okay, that's
We'll
fine.
put it into motion and we'll look at it
Okay,
as a board and sign off on it, so you don't have to come back to a public meeting.
okay,
Is that all right?
that
Mhm.
sounds good.
Any other board members have any other comments?
No, I agree.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good with the way the house looked too. So
Yeah.
all we do is want that planting plan. So do you want to make the motion?
Yeah, somebody can make a motion for
All
me.
right. So I'll make the motion to accept as submitted with the addition of a planting plan, which can then go to either the lead or to Mr. Rumpf for their sign off and approval.
Okay. Is there a second to that?
I will second that.
All right, all in favor? All right,
Aye.
any opposed? All right, thank you very much, Evelyn and John.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, have a good holiday.
Okay, you too.
Okay. The last item that I have on the agenda is an sign application for the Dime Bank, which was B&B at the shopping center in Hampton Bays. I haven't seen any graphics on this. Have any of you?
No,
I don't
I
know.
don't know. There's a, yeah.
I don't know if Kathy has any, or if anybody or Kelly has, have you seen it?
I haven't seen anything.
I don't know if Marge is still doing signs or not. But
I think she is amongst everything else, so but I haven't seen anything on this. Is Kathy even on our meeting with us?
Kevy's here, but she's not a panelist. Kevy,
She keeps denying.
can you
I'll-
type in the chat?
let me check my emails and double check that they didn't send me anything because it's my area. But
Is it in your area?
the Bays is my.
There she is.
Kathy.
Hey, Kath.
We can't hear Kathy.
She just has on mute, that's all.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
You can.
Sorry, I heard the whole meeting. I tried to get a hold of the Dime people and I saw the email came back to me. I emailed him to attend the meeting, but I saw it just a little while ago. Then I tried to call him and it went to his voicemail. So just hold it over.
All right, so we'll hold the sign application over to, what is it, the June 4th? Or
Excuse me?
January 4th?
January 4th.
Yes.
2022?
Yes.
Jeez, huh?
Okay. So that ends the agenda. Anybody else have anything they want to add?
No,
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Everybody have a great holiday.
Everybody, yeah,
yeah.
happy holidays.